understand that if you start contacting her or blowing her phone up or watching her stories or phoning her mom and doing all of these things that are emotional actions, she's naturally going to be less attracted to you. And you're going to push her further and further and further and further away until she lands on something you don't want her to land on. And that's the dude down the street, right? So you have to know that it's going to take an iron will and mind to be able to do this, because there's no pain greater than heartbreak. But you're not doing yourself a service by begging a woman to come back or catering to her breaking the rules of your frame, because she's not going to respect you if you can't be strong enough to have her be inside your frame. So I do believe respect equals love, and any man that wants to garner respect for a woman, particularly in a breakup, needs to be able to leave the phone dangling off the hook. Catch that rodeo, cowboy, because guess what? In a few years, when you win the rodeo, the phone's going to ring again. Then it's up to you what to do. Right? And you can shock a woman that way. You know, I've had conversations like that. It's like, you know what? I don't even act like a hard ass. I'm really going to miss you. You know, I'm really going to miss you. Take care. And she's like, wait, what? That's it? Cold. Got to be a G, bro. That's the game. Is it fair? No, sir, it's not fair. Is life fair? No, sir, it's not. She'll also break a bunch of hearts of men that tried and tried and tried and tried on the way up. It's quite the predicament, but I don't think there's a good or bad side in the situation. But as a man, you need to be able to walk away. You need to be able to keep your respect for yourself, and you need to go work on you, because begging a woman back or catering and negotiating will never work. It is just simply a shit test that you will lose in. And I have no hate in my heart for women. I genuinely believe that. It's been my experience. The hard part about this world is, like, people complain about women, but I think being a man, you actually have a better shot, because a lot of times women, they get all of their value at early. They get beauty, and that is a currency in this world. Beauty is a currency. So they get all their value at an early age, and they get this beauty. But as a man, you're not guaranteed to ever have value, but you have the opportunity to rule your own world. The other thing I would understand is that as a man, you should take responsibility of what your girl does. And so what I mean by that is a lot of men don't understand it, but they get cheated on or they get broken up with because they didn't properly hold frame. And they didn't create an atmosphere in which she would not want to leave him, where she would get addicted to him and want to stay. And I think it's really important that young men don't focus on getting women in their 20s, but they focus on understanding women in their 20s or when they're young. Because what they should be doing is working on themselves while they're understanding. So by the time they do get in a position where they're high value or doing quite well for themselves, they don't get raked over the coals by a woman that would have stayed with him if he would have understood her in a different way. And I think that's what's most important. I really want to emphasize the fact that I think there are really, really good women in this world. But I also think you could take one woman and give her to guy A, and she'd be cheating on him, talking to guys in DMs, and give her to guy B, and she wouldn't even dream of it. He has her passwords. Like, she's like, I'll delete it for you. And a lot of that's going to be off of frame and the man that you become. And that's why I think it's very important that a young man study and understand female nature, not in a hateful way, but in an understanding way. Because if you really love your wife, you're going to game her forever, you know? Truly, women that really, really care and love for a man, they can't even see another man. What she really wants to do is give you that control of the relationship so that she can get that position with you in return. When a woman truly loves a man, she's not worried about other bitches. She's not worried about, you know, you being late working. She already believes in you. Like, she wants to know that she's the queen. And for me, and probably for you, knowing that a woman is that loyal, down with you, ride or die, no matter what, and would so openly want to give you something like that, or to like give her, be selfless for you in the cause. There's nothing more attractive. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And it also makes it that much more fulfilling to take care of her, or take her on vacation, or go buy her a dress or take her to a nice dinner or whatever, that shit's not simping. Simping is an unequal exchange of value. When a woman is in love with you like that, you can give her the moon. And to be quite honest, it's not worth loving somebody or doing all that work if you can't give it to somebody who's ride or die dark side of the moon with you. Does that make sense? I think young men need to be masculine. And like Peterson or whoever else would say, they need to also be capable and also be capable of danger and be violent if they have to be. And that's not wrong, as long as they can love and protect the people around them that they should be caring for. And most of those, and I would say all of those movies from the 90s, 80s, and 90s, it was a good guy doing bad things to protect and provide and take care of people that he cared for. And I think that that's not a negative thing for a young man to see at all. So I'd love to see him put real action heroes back in the movies. It seems like they're just redoing a bunch of comic books, but man, I'd love to see one like fresh out the gate, new script, not another Rambo movie. Like, make a new superhero. You'll never be able to create the financial freedom. You'll never be able to get out of the rat race trap of how poor people or trapped people think. So you have to first free your own mind, take the pill. And that takes some digesting, by the way. It's not just pop the pill and then, oh, you're good. It's going to take time to like unpack a lot of old beliefs you had. Thinking poorly, like thinking that money can't flow to you abundantly, thinking it takes money to make money, thinking that, only rich people can live a certain life. Like, you have to unpack a lot of these things. Maybe female nature, maybe you're super, super blue pilled and you can't hold a relationship because you're sending flowers and poems too much and she's like disgusted by you because you're just all over her.